Have like multiple playlists how to check. All right.
This is me in a flimsy cage in the middle of the ocean at night,
Oh, that's smart.
surrounded by hungry sharks. We were there experimenting with some mesmerizing bioluminescence we captured in this jar, which was really cool, but unfortunately for us, the sharks agreed. So once again, I found myself in a precarious situation, risking my life for science. And for that, I blame my friends at Discovery, because for Shark Week this year, they sent me to the freaking Bermuda Triangle. Now in the past,
Oh,
to
hell
celebrate
nah,
Shark
dude, he's
Week,
gonna get
I
lost
ran
and die, man.
experiments to answer important questions such as, can sharks really smell a drop of blood in the water from a mile away? Or given the choice, do they have a preference for human blood over fish blood? And so this year, I'm headed back with some contraptions I built to potentially debunk a few more shark myths. And our experiments are gonna get us dangerously close to sharks in the shallows.
Oh,
and
hell
so
no.
deep, it's like we're visiting an alien planet. And we're even gonna take a critical look into whether the Bermuda Triangle itself is actually cursed.
There's a legend on this here island.
Oh,
But of
fuck
course, to do that, I'll need an expert in the paranormal, aka Noah frickin' Schnapp from Stranger Things.
No shot.
And so before I head to the Bermuda
that's
Triangle
sick.
in an 8-second travel montage to meet Noah for the first time, in an effort to make him feel more comfortable, I'ma harness my inner hopper.
Nice.
To kick
I
things
should
off,
rewatch
I
Stranger
reunited
Things.
with my marine biologist, shark expert buddy, Luke Tipple.
Luke.
G'day, mate. How you doing?
Good day, mate.
Buddy. We learned a lot last year, I feel like.
How you
what
going?
attracts sharks, what kind of noises I make when my life's in grave danger.
And then as soon as Noah showed up, we decided we want to get him right out to see his first ever shark in real life and to test our first potential myth, which has to do with sharks attacking people with GoPros.
But why though? My God, I haven't heard this music in a minute, bro. I'm gonna pug man.
Come here. Come here.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh hell nah, dude. Oh, see, now that's death right there.
No way.
Jump in there, see if you live, man.
Oh my god.
Look down here. Look at this.
Oh no, no, no. There's no way. Are we going in with that?
We're going in with
It takes one slip, man, and death. One slip and death.
I'm going home.
And so while Noah reconsidered his life choices, we came up with a game plan.
All right, Luke, last time we were out here, we have these like 360 cams on a stick, and the sharks went for it. Like a number of times they would bite at it, right? And I've actually heard that sometimes you go on a dive, like in Hawaii, they'll actually tell you cannot bring a GoPro because they say the sharks are attracted to like the electromagnetic waves. And it feels like, Is
a little
that
iffy.
true?
I think there's something to it.
According to Luke, he's definitely seen sharks snap at GoPros on a selfie stick, but it was unclear if that's just because you're shoving this stick way out in front of their face, or if it was actually some kind of electromagnetic waves from the GoPro that got them excited. And that's sort of an important distinction if you own a GoPro.
True.
Prove that they love the electric fields. Maybe don't attach one to your head.
So we came up with an experiment to test this. We would dive down, and Luke would be holding a selfie stick with the GoPro actively filming inside, and then as a control, I would be right next to him with an identical selfie stick with an identical GoPro housing, but it would be empty.
Ooh,
so the
interesting.
only difference between these two would be the tiny electrical field coming from the filming GoPro.
Smart.
And then at that point, we just count how many times each of our selfie sticks got bumped or attacked.
Dude, that's so
And while
fucking
I was
stupid.
obviously a little skeptical, there is some validity to the theory here. Part of the reason sharks have existed as apex predators for 450 million years is because they detect and hunt their dinner not only with the same 5 senses we do, but with 2 bonus senses as well. Their 6th sense is to detect even slight pressure changes in the water in all directions around them at all times. And then their 7th is their ability to detect electric fields.
Oh.
That's what all these little dots under here are for.
Oh,
This
so they
matters
like-
because
like-
when any muscle contracts, it gives off an electrical signal. That's how the brain controls them. So sharks can sense a fish using its muscles to try and swim away, or even a completely stationary fish simply because of its beating heart. And so with the testing plan in place, it was time to gear up
That's
and
terrifying.
enjoy Noah's first ocean scuba dive experience with a warm welcome from 25 swarming sharks.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Oh, I forgot to change the title, my bad.
Unreal.
So we set up camp on the bottom and started the experiment. And it seemed at first they were kind of scoping us out for a bit, after which they got a little bit more confident.
Okay, we got 1 hit on the camera. There's a 2nd hit on the camera.
Wow. So they are.
Definitely have 2, but no bites.
So after about 10 minutes, while there were a few close calls,
Oh gosh, right by my face.
and certainly
Oh my
some
God.
interest in our selfie sticks, there were definitely no attacks yet. So we headed back up to tally and compare our results.
Well,
Yeah, that's the scariest part, right? They swim like right at your face.
Yeah, like they're coming like this. I don't know
Yeah,
if I
and then
should
the
move or
last
something.
moment, they're like trying to see how scared we are.
They swim right past me and they're like eyeing me, and I'm like, do I keep?
They
Do I like
do.
look away?
Don't look them in the eye.
When we looked at the footage, Luke's running GoPro got bumped 5 times, while my empty camera case was only bumped once. Which
What?
was interesting, but I wouldn't exactly call that a clear-cut result to the
Yeah.
rumor that sharks will attack GoPros because they mistake the electric fields for prey. But lucky for us, I had a backup plan to get more conclusive evidence.
I think to really level it up, I've got something over here I want to show you guys.
okay, dude. What is that?
How many GoPros is that? I'm glad you asked, Luke. 21. Okay, so this is a twofer. First of all, we've got a bunch of GoPros. So if they're interested in one, we'll take it to an extreme, and they should really go crazy with this, right?
Okay, dude.
Then they don't like this.
Exactly.
But the second purpose for this rig is because the 21 cameras are equally spaced apart, this is a waterproof version of that fancy bullet time rig made famous by The Matrix.
Oh.
2 years ago, I came up with a poor man's version of this by
That's
sticking a
dope.
360 camera to the end of a harpoon, and that worked pretty well, as you could see here. But we tested
Damn,
this new and
dude.
improved rig at the pool that morning, and I was even more hopeful for this
Bro.
version because we were able to get some super dope
That is
shots like
so
this.
dope.
Now, Caribbean reef sharks are pack hunters, and this is why some argue they're the most dangerous sharks in the Bermuda Triangle, because they get each other worked up in a frenzy. And so my hope was the sharks would in fact get really worked up by all the GoPros to the point that it was a frenzy. Because I'm pretty sure that's just something Noah would want to experience. Underwater, you know, up close and personal. So now that his mind was mentally prepared for what might lie ahead, it was time to get back in the water for the follow-up test.
I gotta pee.
Noah's gonna
And
die.
luckily 2 years ago, we proved that sharks aren't attracted.
Rest
to
in
urine,
peace.
So I'll be fixing that situation in about 5 minutes when we're in
Western the sharks, mom.
Yeah, the rig.
And so while we conducted our supersized follow-up experiment, we took the opportunity to capture some bullet time shots as well.
That's kind of cool.
In the
Come on
end,
now.
they just weren't that interested in a rig with 21 running GoPros, so it was pretty clear that the myth that sharks will attack a GoPro thinking it's food was busted. Now to be fair, they could almost certainly sense that electrical field, which is why they would sometimes bump it out of curiosity. It's just that it would be such a different electromagnetic signature
Yeah.
from what they'd evolved for hundreds of millions of years to consider food. So you're totally cool to whip out your GoPro next time you find yourself surrounded by sharks. And so while we did have some cool bullet time shots and a busted myth, what we didn't have was Noah's front row seat to a feeding frenzy. But luckily, I had another backup plan, because before we got in, I introduced him to my secret recipe from last year, the Super Chum smoothie.
Oh,
And while
that's
a
so
human's
gross,
gag, sharks
man.
love this stuff. So the plan was to have the boat crew fill this canister with the Super Chum and then drop it overboard, hopefully creating a real-life sharknado on the way down. And now, since our experiment had concluded down below, I let the boat crew know it was time for plan B.
Oh, hell nah.
We got the Sharknado. Here we go. Coming in hot. There it is. Oh, it's coming down fast.
Oh, that's death, man.
Oh, they hit the bottom. They're converging. They're definitely agitated. They're moving around to try to figure out what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Right now.
Oh, no.
Sharknado.
Death. Death. Oh, my God.
I think our smoothies work. They like what we've done. Why does it feel like there's like double the amount of sharks now? I guess they're getting pretty gnarly. On your back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, this is too crazy. I think we better hit the boat.
You think? These guys are way too, like, calm
the
about this
feeding
shit.
frenzy crossed off the bucket list, and even another dive later where Andy captured this footage of a super rare great hammerhead, Noah innocently inquired about a creepy looking lighthouse near our dive spot.
We should ask if we could explore it.
Oh god.
You know what's the deal with
Dude.
the lighthouse?
It was brought here in 1952, and that's when they actually had the first accident. There was a ship that wrecked here, and everyone died except for one kid. He was a 5-year-old. He survived. They found him and everything, but it said that you see a spirit here they call the Gray Lady, And on a full moon, you can hear him mooning at night for her son, you know? So it's pretty spooky, man.
Oh, that's
the name of it?
that's
Is that
fucking weird, man.
So, I mean, it's called the Great Isaacs, but the locals call it the Ghost Island.
Of course they do.
A lot of spooky stuff, man.
We should,
Should we check it out?
yeah, we should. Are we cool? Can we go explore the lighthouse?
No problem.
All right.
Oh,
Andy
hell
sounds
yeah,
cool.
dude. It's double the adventure,
And
man.
while this was possibly a really bad idea, it would be a good chance to gather some first-hand evidence behind all the Bermuda Triangle lore.
I thought that was the Gray Lady.
And so we started exploring, and just the whole vibe for this place was legitimately creepy. Now, I'm not going to show you everything that happened on Ghost Island. To see that, you got to get Discovery Plus, because it
Oh,
has
come on
all
now,
the Shark
man.
Week show this year and from past years, like my show with Shaq and Dude Perfect. Not to mention my upcoming Engineering Revenge show based off the glitter bombs. So to get it, just download Discovery Plus for free for 7 days, and after that, it's just like $5 a month. So this excursion was a useful data point for me as to whether or not the Bermuda Triangle itself was cursed.
Oh, dude, this is just something the Gray Lady would wear too.
But I
True.
still wasn't ready to form a conclusive viewpoint until I could do a bit more research myself. And so after encountering the largest
hell no,
turtle
that's how you
I've
get
ever
rabies, man.
seen by a factor of 4, we hopped back on the boat to return.
Okay, that's
home.
pretty, though.
It was a long day and we needed to get some rest because the next day we were gonna hop on some real fancy snow globe submarines and descend way
Dude.
down to try and lure some
Oh
sharks
my god,
out
I'm not halfway
deep on
done?
their
Oh,
own
there's so much
turf. And to do
content.
that, I had a few more tricks up my sleeve. And the first trick was this stuff. Now it doesn't look all that impressive like this, but when you simply add it to water, something remarkable happens. It's called biolume, and it's the exact same chemical reaction that occurs in nature when an organism uses bioluminescence. It's totally non-toxic and
That's
natural
so
to
cool.
the point that you could drink this water. I mean, how cool is this? When we're deep underwater, I want to see how well the sharks can see this stuff, because it's commonly said that sharks have really bad eyesight, but I've heard that too is a myth. Now each one of their senses has a different range. Their electroreceptors we demonstrated earlier are effective to hunt prey in about this range. And in previous years, I've investigated the range on their sense of smell.
Oh
for
my
something
God.
like blood in the right conditions, and it can be as much as a mile. But allegedly,
That's
they
crazy.
rely quite a bit on their sense of sight for hunting too, and they can see as far as a football field in length. And
Oh
while
my
they can't
God.
see in colors and can only see in black and white, their night vision is 10 times better than us humans, which is why we wanted to test their eyes with this glowing stuff in darker conditions.
That's kinda
And
cool,
my
though.
second trick was good old reliable super chum, but with a catch, because you can't exactly just open the hatch and pour some out when you're 600 feet underwater.
Of course.
Plus, there are some pretty strict safety protocols about what you can attach to the outside of the sub due to the crushing pressures at that depth. So we
Oh, wow.
handcrafted this beauty. An environmentally friendly super chum torpedo we could fire from the sub. Everything is
sick.
made from wood, and this middle section is balsa wood, so it would easily break away if a shark chomped right here, because that's where the super chum is contained in a bag that biodegrades in water. And as you can see from our last minute pool testing, the idea was for the sub's mechanical arm to pull this lever, which would allow the surgical tubing to contract, forcing the torpedo out, opening the bag of super chum in the process, but intentionally only traveling a short distance where we could still see it close to the sub. So with our final test looking pretty good, it was time to head back out to sea
pretty cool.
for both of our first ever dives in a bona fide submarine.
Oh my god.
Bro, this is straight up GTA, man.
I think you're this one. Old Yeller.
Oh my god. Shall we get in?
Let's do
Take
it.
Man, I want to be famous. This looks sick.
This is Nomad reporting if hatch is secured. I am ready to dive.
I am ready to die. Dude, this is so cool. Dude. So peaceful.
Good to see ya. You ready to go on at 270?
Okay, Nomad. I'm ready when you are.
So we're at 130 feet right now.
Yeah.
And we're going 600.
We're gonna go deep, man.
This is Nomad
Balls deep.
reporting. We are approaching the edge of the wall.
And the wall was basically a sheer underwater cliff, like the Grand Canyon, and we were going over it. And on the way
Dude.
down, at around 300 feet, you could see signs of where a coastline used to be before the end of the Ice Age when all the glaciers melted. And he said everywhere he dives around the world, you see the same thing at about that same depth. And the deeper we went, the darker it got. Now it was time to lure some sharks out.
Dude, I would
let's settle
love
down
to do
here.
that.
I'm gonna get manipulator going. I'll let you drive this.
Oh wow.
Dude.
This is like the arcade playing the claw game. Nice. Oh yes, yes.
That's so cool.
Nomad, Nemo. We are ready to fire the torpedo.
We are attempting now.
Fire the torpedo. Oh, sick.
Secondary torpedo launch now.
Oh no.
And with a bit of an assist, the second
Nice.
chum torpedo was in play.
And now the sharks just come swimming. Here's Sharky, Sharky, Sharky.
Come on now, please.
And as we
Come on,
waited,
man.
it dawned on me that as humans, we were almost certainly the first and quite possibly the last to ever explore this exact spot on planet Earth.
True.
Oh, the fish
Oh.
are coming.
Shit.
Whoa, yeah,
the way it happens.
The fish
Gotta go.
love it. Whoa, whoa.
Dude, they're killing them with lasers, man. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew.
And a number of times we thought we saw some sharks lurking in the shadows, but it was always just fleeting glimpses. So we decided to try our luck at a different spot, a bit higher up the wall, with our remaining 2 torpedoes.
I wonder what would happen if you just open the hatch.
I think I see
Oh, I
something.
see one out
You
there.
see one?
Way on the distance. Fuck yeah.
Oh, there's a shark.
Oh my god.
There's sharks.
Like, would the whole thing just
we
explode?
get jacked.
Oh, shit.
Oh, look at them all.
When they bump it, you feel the whole sub rock. That's terrifying.
Yeah, a little.
Yes. Oh, he's angry.
Oh, he's right on it. Oh my god.
Oh, he's right underneath us. Holy cow.
That's crazy, man.
That's rad. Look at that. Top side, this is Mark. Chumpedo worked flawlessly. We are surrounded by sharks.
And so with mission accomplished and our air running low, we decided to make our way back to the surface. The bioloom was just so cool, but admittedly, we sort of confounded our experiment by releasing the chum torpedo at the same time. So we still wanted to see up close if the sharks would be able to see it with their night vision and then come check it out.
Yeah.
And with the subs already put away, that meant we had to get in the ocean in the Bermuda Triangle in the middle of the night.
What?
I make a point of not swimming in the ocean at night. I especially make a point of not swimming in the ocean at night surrounded by sharks.
I feel like that's just general knowledge.
That's-
You don't go in the ocean at night.
Good rule of thumb.
If it wasn't the sharks that would kill me, it would be my family when they saw my ability to make poor choices.
Okay, now here we go, baby.
And Noah, dude, oh my god, they're so dead.
Everybody in?
Yo, I can see the news article already. Content creator and famous actor Noah, whatever his last name is, fatal death in shark fucking cage, man.
Okay, we need to drone stuff. This is bonkers.
Okay, that's so cool looking though.
Like X-Men.
Yeah, it is, seriously.
I think you guys can throw a bunch from on top.
Dude, oh, that's so cool.
Whoa.
Okay, that's really cool.
Crazy. Look at that. That's cool. I feel like I'm in a dream. It's pretty cool, but I want to try it with with no lights. Okay, total darkness.
Nice, dude.
I'm not okay with this.
I agree. I'm not okay with this either, man. I'm not even doing it. Oh, they put it straight inside. Oh my god.
Oh, this is a lot creepier now. No lights on. This is the trippiest thing I've ever seen, man.
It's very trippy. I like that effect a lot.
Alright, we got blue. Oh, shark! Noah, shark!
Oh! Oh!
Shark just swam by.
Okay, it does attract them.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it does.
I'm starting to notice bigger gaps in these chain link fence all the That's the scariest thing I've ever done. Oh my god! This is unreal.
Dude, this is actually terrifying.
Oh my god! Through the side little hole in this cage, you made this thing. Holy crap!
Dude.
And you guys are good to come out.
Oh my god.
That was the scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life. That was unreal. There's like 10 sharks circling around us. Like, I thought they were trying to eat us.
How old is
That's, like,
Noah?
actually my nightmare. Like that, like, you can't get scarier than that.
We threw the biolume off, and then pretty soon we flipped the lights on. There was a bunch of sharks. So biolume went in, and sharks came. Nice dog, we did it.
Once again, it
That's
was an
crazy.
incredible experience to learn more about our friends the sharks, and as a bonus, I survived. Which leads us
Good for you, man.
to our final unanswered question. Is the Bermuda Triangle really cursed? Has it caused the mysterious disappearance of thousands of boats and planes?
Yes.
As a kid, I loved reading books about this, trying to unravel the mystery. And as an adult with a background in science, I was shocked to discover that significantly more boats and planes do disappear.
Yeah.
But
There's a reason
there's
behind
the
it.
catch.
Yeah, there's
At
a
a random
reason.
moment, you can open a flight tracking website and take a snapshot of all the planes in the air, and it will look something like this. Now,
Mm-hmm.
keep in mind, this region here is the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
spot the problem? Way more boats and planes crash there because way more boats and planes travel there. It's in the middle of some of the most heavily used shipping routes and flight paths in the world. It's like how California
That
is
makes
the state with
sense.
the most car accidents because it
Because
has the
the-
most
yeah.
people, not because there's some supernatural force causing them all.
That makes sense,
Statistically
though.
speaking, the Bermuda Triangle is no more dangerous for a single boat or plane than anywhere else. And you can double check that answer at the back of the book by checking if insurance companies charge any more for vessels traveling through that region, and it turns out they don't.
Oh,
and
wow.
yet, as sure as I am about my conclusion, our first mate Andre had a way of telling first-hand stories that even I'll admit chipped away at my resolve just a little bit.
Yeah, some guys find like this magnetic field running through, and up to this day they still can't tell what it is. Bermuda Triangle, guys. You never know, man. You never
Ooh.
know.
Maybe it's just because like the high amount of
You're tired of staring
technology
at a
that's
screen this
crashed
summer
there.
and you're looking for a bit of excitement, and yet swimming
know?
with 20 sharks at night in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle seems like a bit much. Then my friends at KiwiCo have got you covered. As you probably know by now, they deliver these really cool monthly crates that are designed to foster your creativity as a maker and creator and be super fun at the same
Wow.
time.
This is actually so cool
They
though.
all
Come on
come
now.
with really simple, clear instructions, plus all the supplies you'll need to put it together. So
Like,
there's
that's
never
so
any
cool.
extra
Like,
trips
I would
to the store.
love that as a
And
kid,
each
man.
one includes a booklet that talks about the science
actually so cool.
principles and where you might see examples of this in real life. They have 8 different crate lines that cover the full STEAM spectrum from science and engineering to art and design, geared
That's
toward
cool,
all
man.
different ages as well. So if you want to support
Yo,
my channel
where's my
and
age, though, man?
protect
Come on.
yourself from summer brain drain, go to kiwico.com/markrover.
Oh, there was
or use
16
the link
plus.
in the video description and you'll get
Okay.
your first
I thought it
month
was only
free.
16
So thanks
max.
to KiwiCo for being so awesome. Thanks to the sharks for once again not eating me. And of course,
Yeah, that
thanks
was
to you
dope, man.
for watching.
I think he actually uploaded a new video.